We just finished predictions for each division where I broke down every single team in every single division. And if you haven't checked out any of those videos, make sure to check those out as one over each division. But today we're going to predict an entire conference, and today we're doing the AFC. I'll go over the playoff seedings and of course the awards for this conference. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Leave a like and subscribe. At number 1, the 1 seed in the AFC, we have the Texans. They have a generational defense incoming, and CJ Stroud will hopefully lock in, because if he does, this is an easy 1 seed in my opinion. Not easy, but I think this is a really good opportunity for them to get the 1 seed. This defense was the best last year, and they're only going to get better as they added some pieces and they retained everyone. Year 4 under D'Amico Ryans, and this defense is going to be incredible. We have Stingley, Will Anderson, so many great players, Dylan Hunter, and they're all starting to hit their stride with their chemistry, and we saw that last year, especially the playoffs. If CJ Stroud was able to lock in, I think they could have made the Super Bowl. Hopefully they can do that this year, because this team is too talented not to win the AFC, and it's just all lining up for Texas. I think there's a lot of players in the offense also coming back, like Tank Dell and Nico Collins, and they got Monty, so they are primed to be the best team in the AFC, in my opinion. At number 2, we have the Chargers, and if you guys want to hear about what I thought about the overall division, make sure to check out the AFC West video. But short summary, I think the AFC West is going to be really good, and Chargers specifically is going to be really good, and their offense is going to be absolutely electric. Mike McDaniel will do wonders to that offense. They finally have both their tackles healthy, arguably the best tackle duo in the league. Justin Herbert will go for career numbers. Ryan Hampton will go for career numbers. Matt McConkey will go for career numbers. And this is going to be a bounce back for the Chargers, and they've been consistently good the past couple of years, but I think this is the year where they win the AFC West and become the 2nd seed in the AFC. At number 3, I have the Bengals, and they're going to win the AFC North, as I discussed in my video. This Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow connection is going to be absolutely ridiculous. I think this could reach levels that we haven't seen since Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, if not better. And their defense massively improved with Dexter Lawrence. I think he's going to help transform that defense. They also brought great pieces through the draft on the defensive line. And I really just believe in this Bengals team. I think they're going to be the 3rd seed in the AFC. At 4th, we have the last division winner in the Bills. Josh Allen in a new regime with new weapons, with DJ Moore, and the same consistent type of core is always going to be a contender, not only to win the AFC East, but to be in contention for the AFC title. And that's the same story that's going to happen this year. Josh Allen is going to lead his team to great regular season success, and hopefully he can lead them to better success in the playoffs. But we have the Bills at 4. Let's get to our first wildcard spot, and I have the Jaguars at 5. This is the 2nd year under Liam Cohen, and they were great last year, and they really found their own stretch and found their own team towards the end of the year, and I think that is what's going to happen. They're going to carry that on, and Trevor Lawrence is going to have a crazy season with these weapons. Travis Hunter, they got Parker Washington, and I just really believe in this Jaguars team. Travis Hunter will break out. Hopefully Brian Thomas Jr. can break out and bounce back, but yeah, I don't see a lot of regression coming for the Jaguars. Even though they lost some key pieces, I think they're able to bounce back and be a true playoff contender in the AFC. At number 6, speaking of some regression, I think the Patriots will be at 6. They will regress from the Super Bowl, but I think they'll still be playoff contenders, especially with the additions of A.J. Brown and Romeo Doubs will help Drake May, I guess, alleviate some of that pressure that he was feeling in the Super Bowl. Their defense is going to be great, especially that secondary, which is arguably the best in the league, headed by Christian Gonzalez. And year 2 under Mike Vrabel, I think he is continuing to transform that defense. And this Patriots team got valuable experience last year. They got valuable experience the year before that, and Drake May will continue to grow, and I just think they'll be able to bounce back and still be an AFC playoff team. Lastly, at 7, I have the Chiefs, and I do think they bounce back. I think they make it over teams like the Steelers, the Ravens, the Broncos. Kind of a bit of a hot take, but if Patrick Mahomes is back and he's healthy, and he has a brand new team around him, especially with Eric Bieniemy coming back, I think the Chiefs can sneak in and fight their way to the playoff spot. I don't think they're going to be making too much noise in the playoffs, but it's Mahomes and the Chiefs, so you never know. But I do think they get that last wildcard spot. At the MVP spot and the Offensive Player of the Year spot, I have Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, respectively. Again, I talked that this connection will be incredible to watch, probably the best we've seen since Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, if not better, and that'll give them the MVP and Offensive Player of the Year award, respectively, for the AFC. Defensive Player of the Year, I've said it many times, I think it is Will Anderson for the AFC and possibly for the whole league. He'll have an incredible generational season, leading the Texans to being the best defense in the league with a 20-plus sack season, and he'll just be a beast. I think he'll be arguably maybe the best edge rusher in the league, depending on what Garrett does, but Will Anderson is a beast and he'll win this award. Carnell Tate will be Offensive Rookie of the Year from the AFC and possibly the whole league. I still have to get through my picks, but Carnell Tate is already looking like a beast in camp. I think he can have a similar year to Tetairoa McMillan like he had with the Panthers, helping elevate his quarterback with Cam Ward. And I just think he'll be a really great addition to this Titans team, and he'll break out to being a really great young wide receiver. Defensive Rookie of the Year is Caden McDonald from the Texans. I think he can be an integral piece of this Texans team. And once again, if this Texans team is as good as I think it's going to be, which I think is going to be generational, and he's a key part to that, or a part in that, he's easily Defensive Rookie of the Year. He has the best situation as a rookie has stepping into a defensive line. I mean, outside of the Rams, he has Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson on both sides of him, just helping him ease off the pressure from the offensive line. And I think he can do the same thing for them, making it crazy for the quarterback on the interior. So I think Caden McDonald can be a really great Defensive Rookie of the Year candidate, and who'll win it for the AFC. Coach of the Year is pretty obviously going to be D'Amico Ryans if the Texans are the 1 seed for the AFC. And I think, yeah, he probably has deserved some mention in the past couple of years. He helped turn this Texans team around alongside the same time that CJ Stroud has come back, and the defense has been absolutely electric, and he's a large part of why that defense is great. So D'Amico Ryans is going to be my AFC Coach of the Year. My breakout player of the year for the AFC is Omarion Hampton. I really believe in Mike McDaniel. Look at what he did with Devon Achane and Raheem Mostert back when he was with the Dolphins in 2023. He's going to do the same thing with Omarion Hampton, and he's a better offensive line with Joe Alt and Rashawn Slater, and better weapons around him, better quarterbacks. So I think Omarion Hampton can be the offensive breakout, or just the breakout player of the year for the AFC in general, as he can establish himself as a top 10 to 5 back in the league. For our X Factor of this division, or for this conference, I should say, is CJ Stroud. If you guys haven't watched any of my other videos explaining the X Factors of this league, or the upcoming season, or the AFC South Division video, make sure to check that out, where I explain a little bit more on why CJ Stroud is the X factor for the AFC and for the NFL. But long story short, if CJ Stroud plays well, the Texans can win the Super Bowl. If he doesn't, they can miss the playoffs. For the most improved team of this conference, I'm gonna go with the Titans. Similar with what we saw with the Panthers or the Patriots, I think the Titans can make that leap just a little bit below, because I don't think they're as good of a team. But Cam Ward heading to a second year with a great weapon in Carnell Tate, brand new head coach. I think there's recipes for success for the Titans to become better than what people think they are, but I think the year after that is where they'll be true playoff contenders. Lastly, most disappointing team, I was debating between two teams, the Ravens and the Broncos. I picked the Broncos because they were in the AFC Championship game last year, and I have them missing the playoffs this year. The Ravens would miss the playoffs again for the second straight year in my predictions, and that would definitely be disappointing, but I feel like the Broncos falling off in my prediction from that high of a place would be more disappointing. So I picked them as my most disappointing team because I think they're not going to be as good as people think they are. Overall, the AFC looks absolutely stacked with some incredible quarterback talent, some incredible offensive and defensive weapons. It'll be crazy to see how this conference shapes up in this next upcoming season. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments below. Leave a like and subscribe.